Hey guys, Elizabeth here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your Star Scentsy consultant. So today, what I have for you is a review, just cold sniff, of our wonderful Wildflowers and Wild Horses wax collection. Now, this has been available since the 1st of August, so some of you may have already gotten this. I just got my package in the mail yesterday evening. So I'm going to go through all these. The Saddle Up is a bar that I have in my club and I've loved for a long time. Then we're going to have the Silver Spur, Whiskey River, Wild Mountain Sky, and Wildflowers and Sage. So let's just start with the one that I've melted many, many a time, and it's in my club. Saddle Up is fantastic if you like leather scents. So this one has the soft suede, the aged leather, the sheer musk, and the fresh air. And it is not quite as cologne-y as the sheer leather that we used to have, which we haven't seen in a while. It's not anywhere near as heavy as weathered leather, which a lot of people are scared of, myself included. This is just the perfect Western light leathery scent. I love it, I love it, I love it, and it is a good one. So if you don't want to get the whole collection, throw one of these in your club to try it if you like leather at all. Absolutely beautiful smell. Okay, next is Silver Spur. And Scentsy says that this is smoky campfire. I'm hoping it's good and smoky because we lost around the campfire. With notes that drift through groves of silver spruce and lavender. So if this isn't too lavender heavy, I think this is going to be a home run for me. Let's find that one. Silver Spur. I like the packaging too and the color. Oh, I love this. This is really nice. The silver spruce, the silver spruce in the campfire. And then the lavender's not very much. Like, this is such a good smell. Oh, yeah. This is almost Christmassy. Oh, really, really nice. I like the campfire in here. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous silver spruce. I love spruce in wax. It's not that easy to come by. Typically, you find other evergreen scents, but love this. I like this as much as Saddle Up, at least on cold. That is like a 10 out of 10 for me. Okay, the next one's going to be Whiskey River, which is Rushing River with notes of golden plum and bourbon barrel. And this should be good. This smells like and sounds like an Elizabeth smell. Let's see. Pretty blue. Oh, yeah. This smells, oh my gosh. This smells like walking into the general store in Frankenmuth, Michigan, minus the pickles in the barrel in the corner. Oh, this is so good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The bourbon barrel. It's got that warmth. Oh, this is so nostalgic for me. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm such a happy woman. And in a funny way, this reminds me of that Glacier bar we had in August several years ago, but it's really, really good because you add all the bourbon. Oh man, this is a very unique scent for Scentsy, but it's really good. I don't know, it's just a very nice and interesting combination of fresh from the river and then the plum and the bourbon barrel. Oh man, okay. I'm very, very happy. That is highly nostalgic. I wish you could just walk into that general store I'm telling you about. You'd know immediately what I am talking about. I love that. It's like old wood. Very, very good. All right, the next one, Wild Mountain Sky. Refreshing vistas of mountain pine, cypress, blue eucalyptus, and fern sprig. So if this isn't too like cold woodsy, I bet I'm going to like this too. Like, I thought I would love this collection, and I am. Wild Mountain Sky. Yeah, this is good too. Now, this is cool. This is like a cool morning walk in a forest. I can get it out. I love these. I love these. So I can see why instead of doing a pumpkin type harvest collection early like we did the Gordy Goodness last year, because I hadn't sniffed these yet. I'm like, I don't know how fall these are going to be. Are they going to be more summer? Are they going to be more fall? These are rustic fall scents and they are fabulous. Oh my gosh. Mountain pine, cypress, blue eucalyptus, and fern sprig. If you guys remember the Peaks and Pines from last year, this is more fresh, but the scents in this collection are so good. They capture rugged outdoor warmth in late summer, early fall. loving. And, you know, my lackluster review of the Harvest 5-bar bundle, I really am sorry about that, but you know how I am. I'm very honest and I'm very shoot straight from the hip. These are making me so excited. And I'm going to warm all those Harvest bars, and they're probably going to come alive when you hit the warmer with them, but these guys have a soul on cold, and I'm very, very excited. So the last one, wildflowers and sage. Bright meadows of wildflowers, fresh mint, white moss, and sage leaves. So I don't know about this one. Sometimes I like sage. Sometimes it comes off very medicinal. So this is nice, but of the 5, this is the one on cold I'm the least excited about. It'll be good. Oh, on the bottom, the sage is nice. Wildflowers, mint, moss, and sage. Okay. I get the moss and the sage on the bottom. I get the mint, and then the wildflowers, it's a little bit like a powdery herbal. And sometimes those irritate me. It's pretty. Like, you know what I want to do, which is kind of funny? I want to throw cinnamon in with this because this has a lot of the notes of an old Yankee candle, which is called Holiday Sage. But I want it to go warm instead of soapy and flowery, which is kind of what this does. So who knows? Maybe this would be a good mixer. It's a good bar. It's a perfect bar for August. Very nice. But let me smell these again because I really like this collection. Okay, we'll start with Saddle Up. Yeah, I mean, I've melted it a million times. It's just what it is. It's an Old Faithful. But this silver spur, you guys. Oh, this is going in my club. Hands down. It smells like a Christmas fire to me. I know it's supposed to be, this is August, this isn't a Christmas bar, but to me, this smells like a holiday bar. I love this with the name Silver Spur. You know, I don't think that's where they were going, but that's where my brain's going. That is phenomenal. If you miss Around the Campfire, yes, it's different, but it has some of that same smoke quality, and it's got that sweet wood, and then what else is in here? The silver spruce. You guys, like, if they named that something else, I could have seen that as a holiday brick. I love that. So just kind of, maybe on Warm the Lavender will come out and it'll change my mind, but that is to die for. Okay, and then we've got the Whiskey River that I was gushing about here. That is so good. It is so unique. The sweet, warm wood with the rivery smell and then the plum. Yeah, so, oh man, that is so nostalgic. Wild. Well, I got the scent circles, so I'm really excited. I think my husband's going to really like that. And then we've got this Wild Mountain Sky. Clean, bracing, early fall walk in the woods with the pine, which this is what? Mountain pine and cypress. Yes, and cypress has a very specific scent, and it's here. And then blue eucalyptus and fern. Like the eucalyptus, do not be scared. It's not eucalyptus-y. It's not sharp in any way. Like I already referenced, there's somewhat of a peaks and pines type scent here. It's different, but it has some of that fresh fall brightness. Honestly, this reminds me more of several bars that we've done for fall. We had the Wild for fall, we had the Falling in Love, and then we had the Peaks and Pines. Most of those had a citrus note, so this has none of that, but this is more in that vein than anything else. Really, 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 really good. Okay, and then last but not least, this Sage and Wildflowers. It's very pleasant. Honestly, when I warm this up, I may like it more if the sage turns kind of sweet rather than sharp. I will really like it, but like they're all good. Really, really nice. I would absolutely put some of these in my club if I hadn't gotten like the 5-bar bundle, and I'll be getting another set whenever my Scentsy Family Reunion package shows up. But wow, this Silver Spur. I love this. I'm going to put this in my club even before I melt it. I'm clubbing this. This is amazing. So this is a very, very happy Elizabeth with this. And then I just decided I'm going to put my haul video with this one. So if you want to stay tuned, and what is this, $25 for the set? I'm assuming that it is. Is that right? Yeah, $25 for the set with the cute little bag. I love the little bag. So if you want to stay on, I've got just a few odds and ends. I got 2 giant boxes that came on the same day. Now, the last video I'm going to film is the warmer kit. There are 5 new warmers here that are all going to be in the catalog September 1st. So look for that video. I guess I'll just upload them in order. But I love these. Like, I'm going to have a couple of these by the time we're done. I'm going to keep those bags. And I love these scents. But what else did I get to go into one of these party closeout hauls? I got a whole bunch of scent circles, and I'm very, very glad that I threw in the Whiskey River because I think my husband's going to love these, and if he doesn't, I'll put them in my car, which my car is now a smoky silver blue, so I think that that'll be good. I got the scent circles in White Amber Antique because this is going away. I love White Amber Antique. I've got the bar here too. Now, some of these new ones that are in the Wild Horses and Wildflowers collection, they would be something that could replace this, but this bar has a really special place in my heart. It's just so good. It's warm. Oh, this would be good with their Whiskey River, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, if you have White Amber Antique or even Mystery Man, melt that on the same day as Whiskey River. I think they'll be good together. But this White Amber Antique, I put it in my club. I do not know that we'll see it back next spring, summer, and it's my favorite masculine scent that Scentsi's made by far in a long time. So end of the season, just either get a few or club that because you can't club the scent circles, but that is just a really, really lovely scent, and I would hate to have you miss out on it. Okay, and then I got a whole bunch of the Lemon, Sugar, and Sage. I've already got bars coming out my ears because I keep reordering that. It was a scent of the month that's going to retire pretty soon. And I also threw that bar in my club. Love, love, love. This is my favorite LTO scent of the month for all spring, summer season. So that was great. And then I also did the scent circles in Kindness, which is coming back in the fall catalog only as laundry. And I also grabbed a couple of the bars because this was a Mother's Day scent a couple years ago. And then it ended up in the spring, summer catalog. And all of us are like, this would make really good laundry, which it does. So I'm not going to club this because I won't use a ton of the bar, but it's wonderful, and I think it will be even better in laundry. It's so good. It's got kind of a magnolia note and a sweetness, but also that fresh laundry quality without it being linen or cotton that you associate with a good dryer sheet or a good, snuggle type thing. Really nice. So those are great. And then what else did I get? I already used these bars to compare to some other things in bars that I have been sniffing for you today. I do not remember the last time that I had so many things that I could review all at the same time. Like I don't even have coffee beans, but I feel like I'm going to need some coffee beans. There were almost 20 new bars sitting on my table today with all the collections and all the things that just happened to come in the mail all at once. Anyway, Very Vanilla has been useful because I threw this in my club. In all honesty, even though it's not as strong as Simply Vanilla and it's not quite as strong as Vanilla Cream, I loved this vanilla more than any other that Scentsy has made because it's got a femininity to it. It's so sweet. And if you like just plain vanilla, we're not going to have one for the fall catalog that's quite like this. So you might want to club this if you just want a straight, beautiful, good mixer, but an authentically almost floral vanilla that doesn't smell like something that came out of your baking cupboard. I love this. Just love this. So got a couple of those and clubbed it. And then Freshwater Sage is one of our 10 new releases. I doubt this will come back next spring, summer. And it's one of those where I want a couple, but I don't need 20. Actually, this would probably be very good with the Wildflowers and Sage. Let's see. Yeah. See, I have this thing where I like to pair bars where there are some similar notes. Now, the Freshwater Sage is definitely stronger, and it's not quite like a cleaning scent, but it goes in that vein where this Wildflowers and Sage from the new Wild Horses collection, it goes a bit more herbal. But those two would be very complementary. So I got all of those. Then I don't use pods very often, but there was this random pod, I think in clearance, something called Pie Oh My. I don't even know what the notes are in this, but it piqued my interest. I'm like, hey, I'll throw it in my order. Ooh, this is a happy pie fall smell. We didn't even get this in a bar. I don't know who did. In other regions, if any of you from Europe or Australia or anywhere else, if you watch me, did you get Pie Oh My as a Harvest Collection bar or scent that we never did? because this is really pleasant. It kind of reminds me of apple spice season, but it's more jammy. Maybe there's a little bit of pie crust here. I'm gonna like putting this in my pod diffuser, and I actually probably should have got a couple. That was really good. And I'm realizing that I just keep stealing bulbs from my 25-watt warmers that are out of season because I'm kind of running down on my stash of regular light bulbs. So I got a 3-pack of 25 watts. Now, I don't remember off the top of my head how much the 3-pack is, but I just saw on our workstation there are, I think, 3 things that'll have price increase that we know of for September 1st. The 3 packs of bulbs are going up to $6, and I think the little charm clips are going up to $20, and there was one more thing that's bumping up a couple dollars, and it's escaping me. So it doesn't look like we're having price increases across the board unless they're holding anything back from us, and that's a sigh of relief. They were products in that little news article that were not super alarming to me, and they weren't going up a terribly large amount, but a couple things will be changing. And then I have loved this sun-drenched cotton in all the things. We'll be getting it in regular cleaning products for the fall catalog, but if it's still available, because I haven't checked, if this has not sold out yet, the Scentsy swipes in this, I like this scent better than the other smells that are available in swipes. I just happen to like the way that that is. It's so good. And then last but not least, for my kind of throwing this on the end of the other video, haul thoughts, this is kind of a funny story. So I got this mini warmer when it first came out. Maybe it was even in the home season, new season sales kit. I'm not sure. And I really, really like it. But I was kind of worried that it was thin as far as the glaze and the material. This is the little mini sunflower warmer, which, like you can't tell, I absolutely love it. It's called just plain old sunflower. I believe this is retiring. We're not going to see it back in the fall, but it's a little bit thin. And the way that I typically would change my wax, especially back in the day, was doing it cold with a butter knife, and I scratched the interior on mine. And I think I showed you guys a couple weeks ago just how dark my mini had gotten from heat and then probably seepage of wax into the porcelain here. So I wanted to order a new one. I may even order one more because I really, really like this, but I don't think it wears as well as some of our thicker ceramics have, and mine definitely discolored and turned more beige and less cream. But it's just so pretty. I had to have another one because I'm a sunflower addict, so I got this half off in my party closeout, so it was $12.50. That's not too bad. So I really, really like that for looks, but I can see why they're retiring it. Maybe there have been quality issues with other people. I don't know. I just feel like it's not quite as sturdy as many of our other minis have been over the years. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents, loving my Wildflowers and Wild Horses wax. Like, of all the things I've sniffed, 5 harvest bars, 5 wild bars, 10 new releases, the one I want to throw in my warmer, hands down first, is the Silver Spur. So take that for what it's worth. Have a great day, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.